daga því að þetta kannski svolítið mikið orðið. Ég ætla aðeins að endurskoða kannski að taka annað hvern dag eða eitthvað svoleiðis. Sjáum til.
Já.
Allavega.
Yeah.
Here we have Tracy and Maureen. How are you guys?
Fine.
I'm good, Raji. We are doing good.
And then we have Servin.
I do not see it anymore. Sherman, yeah.
No.
From
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, yeah.
No, I saw he was sending some message.
Yes.
Servin, how are you? Nice to see you.
You are muted, Sherman.
Can't hear you. I will tell you and everyone. I'm recording the meeting, so you know.
Now?
Oh. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
We are okay. Okay, we are okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the country, internal part of the country is where there is still flooding and earth slips and so on. But Colombo is okay, basically.
Okay, that's
it's terrible to hear the situation. Is it going down somehow?
I'm sorry?
Okay. I'm saying it is terrible to hear about the situation in your country.
Right. Yeah. So it's quite bad this time. It's like tsunami, the tsunami damage, but this time there was it was in tsunami. Of course, we lost more people, about 35,000, but this time it's not so many people, far less, but the damage to the buildings and houses are quite big because it is in the internal country, inside the country, in the hills, and in the central part, and so on. So people are in refugee camps and people are without food. So there are a lot of organizations who have come, and the government is also doing its best. Roads are not passable, some roads, but the government is also doing a lot to get it back, because also tourism is like a lifeline, and they are trying to open a lot of roads so that there are already a lot of tourists here because it's high season and the economy depends a lot on tourism. So there's a lot of hope, but also there's a lot to do in the country to sort of for it to get back to where it was, and also to face the future. But there's a lot of human spirit and human people coming together, and from places helping each other, the foreign governments and foreign agencies, individuals, all coming to help, and some people, even the tourists, some of them are helping the places where they are. So it's an interesting time from a humanist point of view.
Okay. But what about yourself? Are yourself okay? What about yourself?
South is okay.
Are you okay?
South is okay because South is the only place that is good, because the south, the beaches are fine.
Okay. But tell me, we are having meeting about gender-based violence. Are you having some activity about the gender-based violence over there?
Not at the moment. But there's a lot of. There are other organizations which have various various sort of groups have some activities here. For example, there is a thing called WIN, or it's called Women in Need. So there is one organization which tackles that kind of, or handles that kind of thing. But probably there are many others, few others also.
Okay. But how is the movement going there?
Well, we are very Quite slow here. Quite slow here.
But you're always welcome. You're always welcome to come to our meetings whenever, because if it can help,
Thank
you are
you.
always welcome to take part
Thank,
in what we are doing. Because this is a
thank you very much.
global movement, as you know.
Right.
But tell me, the Gen Z was the Gen Z actually kind of started in over there. Can you tell me a little bit about the protest of the Gen Z over there in Sri Lanka?
Not C, set.
Okay, then
Gen Z. Yeah. Yes. Actually, they are quite sort of a changing force, I thought, because the last the government change. There was a government change, as you know, last year in 20, and quite a dramatic. I mean, quite a. It was a left. For the first time, we have a leftist government or centre left government and a people's government. So earlier, before this, it was like mostly a bourgeois or a elitist type of government that came from the independence time. But now, from it's a Gen Z of sort of a inspired government now. Rather young people with their skills of the IT skills and through social media, they brought this government to power. So they have been active from that point of view. They're very much like I think other parts of the world. They're very much very sort of influential in a way. So that's Gen Z is quite active.
Okay. Yeah, we have very much interest to connect them to the World Humanist Forum when Julius have interest to start a group of about corruption.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I had a very good talk with Antonio, and then he told me that he was going to do a thematic table of Gen Z, and from the conversation we decided, and I decided, both of us, to have just one thematic table in the World Humanist Forum about corruption, and it would be under the heading of Gen Z. And that is really very good because, in fact, that means that I can keep on being a coordinator with Dorothy in education, because that is a place that I want to remain in as a main thematic table. So it is all going well, and this is interesting because Gen Z connects us east toward like Nepal, the Philippines, and Indonesia. That is very strong hold of the Gen Z, and they were in the origin, and that, and then the education forum that tends to take us very much to the Latin America, because there we have a lot of people very active with very great contributions from Latin America. So geographically we are, we are extending. Actually, might it be so that our weak area is in fact Europe?
What do you mean?
our weak, geopolitical, use that word in the World Humanist Forum, our weak part, weak continent in that respect is seems to be Europe. Very few people come from Europe in attendance.
Yeah, okay. I'm not getting you. You mean this week?
What do you think? No, the participation and the activity around the World Humanist Forum is very strong in Africa. By far, most people come from Africa in the World Humanist Forum program, and then of course from other continents. But we do not see many from Europe and also not so many from North Africa, North America.
Yeah, this has been shared. The same idea was shared by Antonio.
But you heard the same from Antonio.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. But yeah.
Okay, I want to say I think it's very good idea to have one thematic table instead of have one for Gen Z and one for corruption, and because I think it's all about the same we are focusing on.
Yeah.
But about the Europe, I don't know about America, but about the Europe, it seems in Italy they are doing some things in North Africa, and also it seems like we have some kind of different department in the humanist movement groups here and there. But I believe in the future we will work more together, and we more like need to to reconcile. What do you call it?
Reconcile. Reconcile. Yeah.
But tell me, Sherwin, do you have some sport clubs there that you are mobilizing people through sport?
There are sports, but I have to say that Sri Lanka, we were historically there's a history because we were very strong quite strong at one point when Antonio and they were building up and they had a group, we had a good, and then there was the war and the communal issues here, so things got very weak and almost hit bad. So the real situation is that we are few now, though the message is quite wide through families and through networks, the humanist message, because also CELO came here in 81 and then many joined. There are lots of people who have been exposed to the language, to the message, and also through our activities and the way we spoke to people. So many people, but they are all a different generation. Like they are probably in their 50s and 60s, like many of us, but so or a bit more. So, but it's in our activities are like now we don't have a very strong, to be honest, very strong group or here. But we are in the process of building it, and there's a lot of potential. Especially you brought up the interesting idea of Gen Z, because there's still, our ideas are very interesting to people. They have always been, because it is a bit ahead always. Because even after now in Sri Lanka, I was mentioning there's a lot of people helping out each other, and people, like being human and so on. But that is during during the bad time or the disaster. But once everything settles down and everything is okay, people go back to their old ways, and their old things, and money and pressure. There are other things, money and their own own lives and building their very very individualistic or personalized lives back to them. So we still have a very interesting and consistent a type of message. So so we can have a lot we can do actually build up.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I see Tracy have raised hand. Is it you, Hudson?
It's me.
Oh,
I wanted to. Hi, Shawin.
Hi Tracy.
Yeah,
So we see you soon.
yes, very soon.
Hopefully.
Yes. So I wanted there was a documentary I was watching, and they were saying that Sri Lanka is one of the top Asian country that is really fighting for women rights in Asia, and it has really given a fine that if somebody is being caught with a rape case or abuse, that they get hanged or prisoned for life. Do you have any ideas on how it is done? Because right now, all over the world, we are celebrating 16 days of activism of gender-based violence. And to me, I think Sri Lanka has really, really come up with a good system that has slowed the rate of rape and women violation down. Because if you go to India, there are so many stories where young girls are being raped, and it's through cultural. It's being done through cultural, or they say it's a way of tradition, because there are some young girls that are being married off. And also there is a very high rate of child prostitution in India. So how is it with Sri Lanka?
There are two sections of what you just asked. Two sections. The first section is not true in the sense there is no death sentence or there is no hanging on thing. Actually, it is now life. Though they condemn people to death, they never hang. It is life, actual life. And then sometimes for good behavior, people can come out after 20 years or 10 years or whatever. Second thing, there is a lot of there are few organizations, as I mentioned before. There are some organizations in Sri Lanka which work for women, and one I could think of I mentioned was WIN, which is Women in Need, WIN, and there are a few other organizations also in Sri Lanka. But generally, there is not that high rate of rape as such. But I mean, of course, there is notes of child abuse probably, and that is always it's covered up because it is a friend of the family or it is a parent or it is somebody very close by. So it's still kept very quiet. And but of course, something which happens every day is in daily transport. I mean, 90% of the women have some kind of harassment in the sense chasing or that thing is there. So that's now it's being looked at, but there's no real clear action or anything where they have like in public transport, like that kind of sexual harassment sort of is still here in Sri Lanka. Though it's not, though the worst things of rape is much less here because it's like it is found out, and the police are very, 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 very quick, and they're very quick to take people into sort of a custody and so on. Of course, there are some, but still, it's not enough being done because sometimes the process lets you, you have to come 4 or 5 times to the courts and tell the same story. She has to relate the same story, which is terrible for the victim. Things like that. So, so what I'm saying is that's the situation in Sri Lanka, basically.
And my last question is the humanist movement in Sri Lanka, it's also involved in political. And how is it politically? Like how is the movement? What are the things that the movement is doing apart from politics and politics? How are they treating, let's say, the vulnerable and like now there is flood. There was that flooding. There is that issue of women rights, and since we have our one of us who is from the humanist and he's a politician in your country. So, what can you say that the humanist movement in Sri Lanka has impacted on the community? The few things that you know, and how is the movement?
Actually, I have to clarify that. Because the politician, he's just a person that he's not from the humanist movement as such, but he's a person who through a personal contact we were able to meet him. So the actual stories that the as I was mentioning, the humanist movement Sri Lanka got a bit sort of weak and almost disintegrated to an extent. So we are just a very few now as human, and we don't have in a political side of it or anything. So we are very small for the moment, but that's the actual situation basically.
Thank you. Very soon we will be coming to Sri Lanka to boost the humanist movement over there and interact and see what we can do together as a movement.
Yeah.
So it's good to see you, and it's good that you are active. Yeah, that was very nice to see you, especially today.
One question. Are you connected to the African Forum platform, Sherman?
Yes, I have. I'm on the WhatsApp group where I have been communicating with Tracy.
Yeah. And so you get the invitations always for the Friday internal world meetings and.
Okay, yeah, because one thing I'm slightly if it's after 7-8 in the evening, I'm good because where I work it's basically a long shift. So in the sense it's in tourism. So we get it's a hotel where it's like mostly tourists who come for a day or two at Colombo. So it's normally from about 7 till 7 in the evening. I'm there, and then my counterpart takes over. So after 7 or 8 in the night, if it's I can participate. Secondly, so also Tracy, it will be very great plan if you can talk to Antonio, because he'll give you the whole perspective of Sri Lanka, its history, its present, and how best you can come and share and contribute. So I think he's also in the forum, the African Forum, but I think you have connections to Antonio, like Julius and so on. Julius can probably help you in getting Antonio in touch with Tracy before they come to Sri Lanka. Yes?
Yeah, okay. So
there's no problem. We are always together in this forum.
Yeah. And so you are planning to travel to Sri Lanka, Tracy?
Yes, I'm planning to meet all the humanists in the movement because I've made friends with all of them. And all of them want us to go and share ideas. And it's a good thing. In Zambia, I'll go see Miniva. Senegal, I'm going to see Ndiaga. and in Tanzania, Uganda, Burundi, you see, like the way we had the East Africa seminar, it's because we were friends and we were communicating. So it was easy for me to bring all those humanists on board. So it's good to go overboard. So we and Ragnar, we can work from different perspectives, meet different people, then we can meet them, see what they do, see what we can do together. Then in future, we just bring the whole humanist movement today in Africa. The other year we do it in Sri Lanka. The other year we do it in Italy, so that we can learn from each other. You see, like now we are doing the African Village and the Humanist Park. And through that project, I've known a lot of people. And so many people are interested. They're interested of working in Africa. They're interested in us going there. They're interested in the exchange program. So it's just a matter of us humanists being together, working together, and having the correct mindset and being focused. So if we can think the way Silo was thinking, and if we can know the principles that we are supposed we want, then I think the humanist movement can be globally. And you know, the best thing is if I know a humanist somewhere, that humanist is my family. Like now, if I go to Sri Lanka, the only person I know there is Shawin. So my contact will be Shawin. If I go to Senegal, I know Diaga. If I go to Spain, I know Diego. So, or Javier. So you see, those are our humanist brothers that they know what we do. We work together, and we can go back to their country and give our ideas, and then they can give us their ideas, and then we can do something great in the future. So that is my big dream. Yeah, so that's why you see that Sherwin and I, we are working on something. And then also I'm working with Diaga, I'm working with Diego, I'm working with Javier. And also I'm working with the Icelandic. I want to come there for music. So, and also I am married in Iceland. So you see things are just growing. Eh? So in future it's going to be, it won't be like, we won't be saying African humanist. We will be saying global humanist. Because you can move from this country to another country, you can come volunteer in this country, you can work here, we can help each other, we can boost each other, build each other, and continue with the Silos message. That is my biggest dream.
Yeah, actually, I'm really very happy because it seems that if you say the Africans, the Africans or the African humanists are really bringing back, recharging all of us in Asia and maybe also in Europe, especially as Antonio has been explaining, the Africans are really active, and they were not at one, so now they are like the driving force. So I'm so happy to get it from Tracy that you are coming, but I have to warn you, we are a bit disintegrated. So don't expect many people to meet here, many humanists and so on. They are all scattered. But now, of course, geography is not a problem, so we can connect with many people and build it again. So I'm so happy that Tracy and the other friends are trying to come and to get us back together.
Yeah, this sounds very nice.
Yes, we will come. There's nothing impossible in this planet.
Yeah.
Even we'll pick Julius and come with him. So there's nothing impossible in this planet. You'll see us.
Also,
Excellent.
Thorir went to Sri Lanka. Did you meet Thorir? Sherwin? Thorir from Iceland? Thorir?
Yes, this guy, Iceland.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was here, right? He was here before.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was. He was here some time ago, but he couldn't come during the march. But he was here before that.
Yeah. Okay, actually soon I need to go, but you can continue. It's no problem. My daughter is playing on a concert, so I have to go and be there. But I see here we have more people. Faith, nice to see you. You are double, but yeah, you are double, and because I know you are very powerful. How are you, Faith?
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Faye.
Hi.
Hi.
How is
Hey.
Nakuru?
Nakuru is doing well. We're doing the teen gender-based violence.
Okay, that is very nice. And how are the plans there?
I'm still waiting for Tracy to come back to me
Okay.
so that we can work on something.
Okay, tell us all about it. And I say we have Sheila here also, and we have Maureen, we have Rose. I want to recommend that you continue. I have to go now.
Yeah.
The recording is still on, so we can share it later on. But just continue recording. But I have to go now.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I also have to go in a short while.
Yeah.
For something, but it was great and to keep meeting up and wish your daughter the very best, Ragnar.
Thank you.
With a concert. Yeah, and I will so happy to catch up with you on Tracy and Julius and Faith and all the friends, the future more friends. So I'll be in touch with you through the WhatsApp. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we are having this meeting once a day. We are having a short meeting once a day, the same time, till 10th of December. So you are welcome.
I will join whenever it's possible. I'm just trying to tune in daily.
Yeah, okay. But
thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. See you then. See you everybody. Bye.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
Okay, Sheila, how are you? Want to say hi?
Hi, Ragnar.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What is happening over there?
We have arranged a days out with Tracy and a few humanists here in Eldoret. We'll be visiting Jawabu Children's Home.
Okay. But I have to go. You can continue. I will see you later. At least tomorrow we have another meeting. We are also planning a gender-based violence meeting 6-5. But I don't know. Maybe we will postpone it. But I will send some message or invitation.
Yeah.
See you guys.
In fact,
Peace, force, and joy.
in fact, we are finished with the time more or less.
Yeah.
And I need to go now also.
Yeah, even me, I need to go and join Sheila because I was buying some things for the kids. So we are heading, Alice is driving, so we are heading to the children's home. So I won't be available. So you guys, peace, force, enjoy.
Yes. Okay, see you guys. It has been a great, for this great meeting.
Thank you. Peace, force, enjoy. I will share the recording.
Okay.
Rose,
Thank
Maureen,
you.
Faith, see you later.